Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gamestah TV. This is Byza, and we have Legion Void taking on Aqueous. And who we got in with us tonight? We got Judgy. How you going, mate? Don't know where he's gone.
Oh, I'm here, Byza. I'm here, buddy. Yeah, I just had some technical difficulties with the voice chat there, not coming through clearly, but I am here. Don't worry, I'm feeling special as always.
Indeed, indeed. We just had Legion Void, or Desire, as they like to be called in their old fragging name. Just have a game before. Judge, fill us in what just happened.
Okay, so Legion Void played another game. Byza, you and I casted them when they played against Rectum the other week on Inferno. And they played Inferno the week prior to that against Blackline, took out a 16-6 win, then took out a 16-10 against Rectum. We thought big things were going to happen for Legion again, but we weren't sure how Brimstone was going to go. Turns out Legion couldn't secure, got beat 16-8, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a bit tough for them. Look, I actually didn't catch a knife round and who won it, but we're looking at Aqueous. Am I saying that right? Aqueous?
Aqueous? Aqueous?
Aqueous?
Aqueous, like water. Aqueous.
Aqueous. We'll go with that. They're on the CT side, and they just picked up that first pistol round, so it's a good start by them. Legion Void, a lot of work to do. They're a bit down from the last map, but they've got to work out how they want to go about it now. They're just actually setting up for a B entry through the apartments. Looks like Rincon's the first for the boys. We'll go through them. We'll go through them in a second with the names as they push. Oh, here comes Snorlax. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets the quaddie. That's an early start with the Clarion Frostbar. We'll get the first. I'm already saying his name. I'm saying his name right. Somia will come and finish him up. Holy mackerels! Snorlax. He was sitting the tight corner on my screen, and he's just popped out, snapped 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all there making a bit of noise, Legion Void, and that is not a good start there, Judge.
No, you're right. It's not a good start. I mean, Legion's got to try and break the cycle from last game, get into the mindset that this is a new game. We've got to play this out like it's a new game as well. Don't worry about last and get into it. And we've just seen Snorlax from Aqueous absolutely smash the apartments. I mean, that's going to be damaging to both their economy and to their self-esteem right now, guys.
Yeah, it was a really interesting hold. He actually tied up, as I'll jump back onto him. He's actually pushing into the apartment. All 5 are there. Can he go again? There's a smoke that comes out, and they're going to set another one. They're going to push him right into him. 1. He picks up the second. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, jelly mackerels.
4 with Insomnia again cleaning up. It's the Snorlax and Insomnia show, boys.
Holy mackerels. That, I tell you what, why would you push the same spot again after just what happening? Oh, well, you know what? Anti-eco round's gone. The pistol's gone. They're not important. The important thing is Aqueous have got 3 rounds to started. Let's quickly go through their teams. On Aqueous, we've got the Kazia. I'm not sure if that's right. Insomnia, Snorlax. Oh, my goodness. That's an AWP shot coming in the midsection there from Hunter, and I've missed it. Sorry, guys. Snorlax with the M4. Woofy and JD for the CT side of Aqueous. For Legion Desire or Void, as they're known currently, Lukier, Rincon, Frostbar, Hunter, and Composed. Shout out to Compost. He's not Compost anymore, but he's Composed. And they need to get a bit of composure into this because they're down 3 rounds or a buy-up round. Hunter with the AWP has started well, but the boys, Aqueous, are actually doing quite well.
Now we've seen Frasber and Hunter pick up Insomnia chilling in the ladder room. We're just waiting here to see what else Legion can pull off. Lukey getting a bit of a flash out in apartments, trying to bait out Snorlax. But rotating now to unders. Are we going to see... is this going to be the A push?
It'll be an A push.
Here we go with Compose looking at Red Bull, getting the frag. That's the site secure. 1 more now. Kazera going down to Composed as well. Composed, looking composed tonight, not compost like last week, right, guys?
No, he's looking very composed. As we left, the last person left Snorlax with the M4. He's probably going to save here, Judgy. He's not going to want to sacrifice us. And considering the start they've had, why would you sacrifice your M4 and Stronghold? And what's the cash like? It's not so bad. I think there might be an eco round coming next because what is it? Is that right? Kazia? Is that how you say it?
Kazera? I think Kazera.
Kazera's $200, so he's going to be really low on cash. So they'll probably eco out from that. And now Snorlax, Luki's about to walk into his line of fire. He's just noticing, bang, bang, there goes the frag. There's another one right around the corner. Frostbur's seen him. Oh, he's just going to hide out. Oh, the frag almost had him.
Frostbur almost had him.
Oh,
but, I mean, look at that skin, that hyper base. You'd want to save that.
Yeah, I was just saying, it looks quite sexy. He's even got the pistol on knife. He's got the full lot, so I wonder how much that's worth.
I'd hate to think how much he spent on cases, Byza.
I don't want to know. I don't know. What, round 5 action, absolutely crazy at the moment. Insomnia's head down. He's actually pushed the lower section. Like I said, the guys would be on the eco. Snorlax with the M4 is probably going to hold a site by himself. That is the B bomb site. And the Legion Void boys are going to split pick here. Judge, this is an interesting round. Can the boys, Aqueous, actually acquire a couple frags and hold out the Legion Void from actually picking this round?
I think they can. If we bring up the map here, we're looking at Lukey with a bomb sitting near the apartments in that little area there. Noting where the CT side of Aqueous is sitting, I mean, we've just seen Hunter pick up Kazera there as well. The positioning's not right. It's an easy push onto the B site. They just got to watch from shops. Yeah,
Snorlax is just left in the house. He's actually picked up a frag, and JD's come and joined him. The Molotovs are set, so this is actually been quite hard as Lukier goes for the bomb plant. So they're secured right now. The CT is for Aqueous. Gonna have a bit of trouble. They know they're in there. A counter flash and a nade is sitting there. I don't know why I flipped over to Hunter. He's sitting there AFK. And they're gonna frag out the window. So jump over to Rincon. He goes 1-2, finishes it off for the boys of Legion Void. And that was pretty much a guaranteed round there, Judgy, as they just buy up its guns. They also got the first pick, so it's really hard for the boys of Aqueous at the moment.
That's right, and like we said when we were looking at that map, it was all about positioning in that round. Aqueous didn't have the position to come back to the B site when 4 members of Legion have already stormed in there, planted and held it, and it just left Rincon to get 2 frags to close it out. We have just seen Rincon, though, take down Insomnia in the mid. We've got Kazera trying to nade out and get some picks, and he does on Compose, getting composted. We've got Snorlax grabbing Rincon through the mid off of short. Now watching to see where that bomb is and see if it comes through the apps sitting at the back of the B site. But we will see the bomb picked up from Lukey. He's going to head through apps. Looking at the map again, we've got a very B-sided Legion team right now with a very A-sided Aqueous. I mean, we've got 3 people, 2 sitting on the A site, 1 sitting Sniper's Nest, and only 1 sitting shops watching B. I mean, that one is enough to get a rotate, but is the rotate going to be fast enough, Byza?
Look, it all depends on how they work the bomb and where they are and how they position. JD's actually in a really good spot. Snorlax, he's actually really tight with how he's fragging. I'll jump onto his cam because he's going to be the most important player right now. The Molotov and the Smoker's set. He's actually listening right now. JD's going to work underneath. He needs to rotate a little bit quicker, but he's going to walk it out because now the bomb's being heard. Snorlax will have a look. He sprays out the box. It's actually working. Oh, he's got a little bit down, but he's being noticed in the abs section. Frostbur will snap him out. He's done a bit of damage, so this will actually leave a really good advantage point for Aqueous to work in. He's got 1. This is the KZR, and he'll get the second in Frostbur, but he'll have to try and negotiate the Molotov flame. It goes out. Defuse will come, but ooh, there's no kit, but he's got plenty of time. And you were saying, will there be time for them for a rotate? Yes, if this works slow into the bomb site, they will slowly work themselves to a central corridor where they can get in a repositioning take like that, and that's exactly what we saw. Legion Void, I don't think they could have done that any better, to be honest with you, Judge. I think it was just a really good play by Aqueous in the retake.
I think you're right. I don't think it was, mistakes obviously leading to a loss of the round there as they got the plant down already, but Legion just didn't play that as well as Aqueous did. I mean, you're right, I did question whether Aqueous could rotate. The round prior, they didn't rotate fast enough, it didn't work. That round, they showed why they leave that one person on B.
Early opening coming from JD onto the Composed in that midsection. And Hunter, well, he's just gone, right, I need to take it easy and chill out with the AWP. He's going to Molotov up the entry of the short section. Who is there? That's Snorlax, so he's the M4. I would actually back Snorlax to beat an AWP, Judge.
You know what? I would as well. Snorlax has got a keen eye with that M4A1S. He's just headshots everywhere.
Commentator's curse.
I've called him out and he's been dropped, but Insomnia with the cleanup, getting hunted down. Now we've got Kazera sitting behind double boxes, taking out Rincon. Insomnia pushing up from mid connector.
Oh.
Sees Frasba, puts him down. Frasba still getting Kazera on the way out. Buys. Do you think that trade? You know, how did you think that round went? They managed. Legion managed to get a couple of frags there. Royale though, Aqueous securing it. Was it really worth, or is Aqueous really just pulling ahead?
Oh, look, they've gained the early momentum. Boys from Legion Desire have come back a little bit, but you know, gun rounds, they're equal. It's just the pistol rounds that where it's at. So, look, Legion Void actually need to play smart, and I'll tell you right now, a 5 train for a B with Snorlax and Sonic. They've done this twice in anti-ecos. Do you think? I don't actually think this should work. And just, you know, watching last Jan's gaming, as Snorlax plays the defensive line, he picks up 1-2. He's sitting in the Molotov. He doesn't realise because he's flashed out. He's down to low HP. Oh, what the hell?
Snorlax pulls out the ace. Legion, why are you pushing that apartment? He's unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?
It doesn't matter if he can stand in the flames like the devil himself and pull out frags with a USPS on Legion as they line up for him.
That was the Snorlax cam of the day. That's the play today, mate. Well, I've got. You know what? I have to put that into a slot. Into the best players of the week, because he stood there, he took the Molotov the whole time around, all 5 teams running at him, he fragged them out with the M4 and finished off with the pistols. It was tight action. Legion Desire, what are you doing?
I mean, Legion, we've seen in previous weeks, Legion's been really good at learning what not to do in a match. And it's just not happening so far. There's 3 rounds that Legion's lost because they pushed that apartment with Snorlax there. And they're not pushing. They need to change it up a bit. Head to a different bomb site.
They do. They need to work it a little bit differently. Composed, just sitting in that sort of section into B. I actually don't know what that's called. You shout out to me. I'm D. Mirage. I'm a noob. But the boys are heading short for Legion Desire. Down goes Frostbar. Snorlax continues his sharp game and carrier of domination. Look, we're only round 9 and he's 18 frags. That's how big he's going right now. Kazar gets the hunter down. Legion Void absolutely struggling right now. Composed. He's decided he's going to work. Snorlax has hurt him and he's just going to watch him out. But he will get picked. A big shot coming from the composed player. There's one sitting in the kitchen waiting for him. He will go for the bomb plant. Will he push out? That's Kazia. He is out there and there's a smoke in his way. He's looking all the way around. He's a little bit lost for... was a bit disoriented and didn't know what to do there. So we're left with a one-on-one. Woofy the man to try and clutch from the boys of Aqueous. I'm still not saying it right.
You're trying, Byza, and that's all that matters.
I
appreciate the try.
I try all the time. Indeed, and everyone on Twitch chat can bag me out, but I don't care. It's a game. It's the way it is. In comes Composed and snaps up around for his team of Legion Void, the Desire boys. That's what they needed here, Judgy, and they need to get a couple more in the bag. But Aqueous, they're strong right now. They got the rounds, and they had the cash to buy up this round. If the Legion boys pick this up, then we'll see a bit of struggle town on the CT side.
I think you're right, Byza, and it's key to note that Legion struggled, especially in the last game as well, struggled after taking sites in holding them.
Strong by JD.
Ouch. And so no Sodium Insomnia, no Salt coming from him as he picks up 2 frags on short.
It's a strong hold as Luki he pushes back for the bomb. Fraspa's working around. Judgy, how do you see the T side working this? There's only 2 of them left. 5 CT still with a stronghold.
Look, I think the Legion boys aren't going to back down here, but I'm worried they're pushing up apartments. We're looking at Snorlax with a flash out now. It's not looking good. Snorlax is moving up. How are we going to go? Oh, Fraspa and Luki take him out. It's worked. They've finally taken it. They've taken the apartments.
They have. They've worked around. Insomnia's sitting in the short point. He'll get snapped out as the JD will hit the AWP shot into Luki. So it's a 1-on-3 situation. Fraspa with a lot of work to do. They're all working at the apartments. If I was... Oh, well, you know what? They actually got the bomb there, that's what's bad. Because I was going to say, Fraspa, why don't you just go to the A bomb site? They're not there. But the bomb's sitting in front of him. JD's got a keen eye for it. And Kazia, he's just waiting for a push out for the T's in Frasper, so I'm not sure what he's going to do here. He might bait out the clock. Is he right next to JD?
He's looking right at JD right now. And
there's a wall between them.
There's a wall between them, but my lord, it's so close. So close, but no cigar. Here comes JD. Here's the push. Is he going to get entry exit frags on the round? He is. He gets JD. Oh, almost Red Bull as well, just to get that extra little bit of cash. He dropped
the AWP, Judge. That is really interesting. And if you looked at their cash flow last round, they don't have enough for an AWP.
No, not this round. I mean, Snorlax, even if he dropped his M4A1S and used all of his money, he still only had 3.3. Not enough to get the AWP out there. Not enough to establish that mid-map domination. But we are going to see Legion push up the A side, doing something different on the push. We'll see how this goes, right, guys?
Yeah, right. They're actually going to go, and it's really quick into the round. Not even bothering about waiting, baiting time or frags. Wolfie with the 2 for the CTs. Hunter picks up a frag. Kezia, bang, 1-2. Wolfie gets the third. That is the CT domination shutdown. Hey, you want to go B? Oh, we'll shoot. Yeah. You want to go away? Oh, we'll do it again. Pick your rounds, boys. Jesus. Legion Desire. Well, I'm not trying to bag him out, but I watch so many games and I cast so many games, Judgy. When you work into a site, work with the flashes, work with the smokes and the nicotine, right? And
that's right.
Get the entry picks or cause rotation. They were all set up waiting for that, and they just nailed them.
I think it's important to note, and we've seen it every single round so far, is the way Aqueous works. Stacked A and Snorlax holding that apps on B. And you're not going to get past them either way. They tried something different. We hoped it worked, but it just didn't. Unfortunately, we've missed all the frags that happened this round. Fire picking up Lukey at the end there, Byza, with Insomnia. But a lot of frags going to Insomnia, Snorlax, and Kazera again. They're just dominating. Yeah, what are your thoughts on the way that this team's playing out? Are they relying on Snorlax for the carry, or do you think it's quite rounded?
Look, I wouldn't rely on any CT to carry. Like they've got to hold their sights. Majority of the time, Legion Void have headed B. Snorlax is in the way. They all run into his line of fire. He's picked up so many frags. It's crazy. They're fragging all over. JD's got an AK in the midsection. He's picking Hunter 100 meters away. That's how good these boys are playing right now. Legion Desire, they need to set back. They need to slow it down. And they need to work the picks properly. Now, this is what they are doing, but they're not working really well together. Frasper, for example, he's sitting in Palace by himself. Compose sitting in the T ramp by himself. Rincon, well, I don't know what he's doing. Lukier, he's just been caught out in the mid-con by Insomnia. They're not working any picks. They're not doing anything. So
they're not. You're right.
They're like they're setting up for something, but they've got to work the picks as well. Wolfie will pick Frasper and the Palace, and the Molotov will put down some players. Well, they won't. Actually, they'll get taken out by the bullets. But that is another round easily done for Aqueous. And they're just dominating right now. How many we got? We got 19, 7, 19 frags of Snorlax. JD is 12. Insomnia 11. Kazia on 9. And the Wolfie, well, he's anchoring. But I don't think he needs to do much considering the other boys and what they're doing. We don't have any players from Legion Void over the 10 mark here, Judge.
No, that's right. I mean, we really need some effort out of Legion here. They need to think about what they're doing. Like I said before, Legion's well known for the way that they react to teams, but they're just not doing it here. They're not working out what Aqueous are doing. They're sitting there taking it round after round after round and not changing up enough to affect play. We are seeing another push on B-Star. Is Snorlax going to pick up the ace again? Not too sure. But not much action's happening with 1 minute left in the 14th round. Byza, we can see the bomb. It's moving up the app site. Snorlax is a danger there. What's Legion doing?
I don't know, but I've decided that I'm going to walk off. He's actually counter-flashed them all. One's jumped off the truck. He's gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Will he pick up the 5th? No, he won't. Hunter will get him. Oh, my goodness.
Insomnia's picked up 2 of those. He's stolen 2 off of Snorlax. And got the 3rd. That's a full house there. Insomnia and Snorlax on the cards, though.
I've actually got I got confused because his name did pop up there, and I was like, oh, he's going to get it, but Insomnia's a frag. So my bad. Shout out to Insomnia. He's doing well with the combination, but for everyone who watches my VOD later with Snorlax, he actually listened for how if they were coming or not. He had a counter flash. As soon as he heard the first run, and the couple more footsteps, he counter flashed. They all went bang straight into it. Every single one of them were flashed, and it just opened up the fragging power for him.
That's right, and that flash was beautiful. He flashed every single one. It's not like a flash that copped the first one to make him fall down after. He got them all with it, which led to easy kills. 2 kills, 2 assists, and 2 being picked up by Insomnia.
Last round of the half, Luke just sitting in the middle, and JD's going to be really passive and not actually have a look. Insomnia's going to be probably working that short part of B, so Legion Desire not even bothered about trying to work that section. They're going to probably wait for a time as the flash goes out by Hunter. He's been flashed in Palace, now working into this A bomb site. Here comes Nicotine, flashes, smokes. Somebody picks up Luke in the mid. Fraspa on the entry coming in. Woofy goes 1-2. The frags go thick and fast. Somebody and JD already rotating for the boys. But the bomb is not down. That's the most important thing here. JD is actually in a really risky position here. Bomb will go down. He will use his pistol to take Fraspa, which is a strong play. Snorlax comes around with a quick rotation, shuts out the site. There is a defuse and a half, and what a strong start here from Aqueous. Legion Void, there is some deflated tires in that camp right now, Judge.
You're right. I mean, unfortunately, coming off the back of a brain-shattering loss to Brimstone, it's obviously affected Legion. They can't compartmentalize that. They can't separate themselves from that match and come back strong into this one. Unfortunately, halftime scores sitting here. You've got Aqueous sitting a full 4 times the amount of rounds ahead of Legion. It's going to be really tough for Legion to come back, and you know what, guys? I don't think they can do it.
Let's not count them out. CT side, the map is very rounded out, CT side. And they can pick up the rounds if they get the early anti-ecos and the free rounds get some momentum. It brings them up to 6. At least gets gun round, but they are up for a bit of a trouble as the flashes are all affecting all of them in the middle. Here comes the T side. Oh god, I'm failing on my camera right now, but the boys at Legion Void aren't. They're actually dominating and holding the site quite well. Kazeel will pick one on the thrust bar, and the ending will come from the Legion boys. So that's what they needed to start. And like I said, don't count them out yet. But the interesting way they worked that is they worked. Aqueous worked three guys out of the Palace, where most strats I say they work T ramp and 1 out of Palace. So they just shut down that drop, and that's what made them really hold that side easy to judge.
That's right, and I mean, look, Legion are more than welcome to make me eat my words, and I will with pride. But I still think, I mean, that was a very good round to hold out. Legion's known for being able to hold on CT side. But with this massive lead coming from Aqueous, it's going to be a tough feat. I mean, we're seeing some movement through the mid. JD coming out of the Palace, getting some frags on. There it is, same thing again. Legion taking all down, there it is. Hunter going ham with Rincon picking up 1. Hunter on 3. Absolutely unreal round. The full house of Hunter and Rincon.
A relentless round from the Legion Void boys. That is a really good play by them. And Aqueous, once again, same strat, doesn't work. I've actually, like the last map I was on Mirage. Jam Gaming did a couple strats out of apartments, and that didn't work, and that was highly frustrating. So it's really interesting the way those work, and what we're seeing from the Aqueous team is they're doing an absolute crazy stack through the carpet section. Somnia's going to be the first one. Like Lukey, can he repeat the form? He gets 1, but Snorlax will nail him out. I think that's his bomb side. I don't care what side you're on. But they walk straight into a Molotov set. Holy mackerels. There goes down a couple players for the T side, and Legion Void will come in and clean it out. See you later. That is it for them, and just as quickly as those eco rounds are gone, they pick up 3 with momentum, and it was purely because of Aqueous rushing into sight. They just rushed into sight. They didn't consider the options, didn't consider maybe they could fake them out and move someone. They all rushed into sight, and just here comes the train of Legion Void. CT side, they're looking very strong at the moment, Judge.
That's right. I mean, Lukey tried to pull out the Snorlax plays. Unfortunately, he doesn't carry as much as Snorlax did, but he set it up. It was a beautiful nade to get some damage down, a beautiful molly to actually secure 2 kills. I mean, it was just some setups that are very Snorlax reminiscent. I mean, Snorlax Pokemon reference, Snorlax sits there blocking the way. It's what the Aqueous Snorlax has been doing all game, and now Lukey's trying to replicate that in those apartments. We do see Lukey holding the B side again, with Aqueous rotating more on the A side. But Legion does have a couple on the A side. They've got one sitting connector, one sitting short. What do we think, guys?
Well, they're working in today, bomb site, and the flashes and smokes are all out, and it's really hard for the boys to consider where they're going, but there's frags everywhere. Not even worth calling frag for frag because Legion Desire are all over it. The Somnia's the last one left, and he's been caught out on that staircase, and he gets absolutely nailed by the Luke. And that is the train of the Legion boys right now. Look at the rounds since the start of the half.
And I mean, composed. Absolutely smashing it with a 4K there, pulling his KD back up towards the positive area. He's getting back onto not being composted. I think we're getting there, right, guys? I think we're getting there.
Jeez, he's loving the coverage we give him, especially when we stuff his name up. What we're seeing right now is another train by the boys of Aqueous working through the carpets. The counter two Molotovs are right there, causing a bit of damage. Prosper will AK entry open. Here comes the Insomnia as he works around, picks up the Prosper. Composed one, but then he won't go down. He actually picks one as Kazia gets another one as well. So the frags have been set out. They've got that B bomb site, but the really, really bad thing is they sent the bomb to the A. And I would assume what they were trying to do was cause a mass rotation and do a sneaky plant. But sneaky plant means bomb doesn't rush. So it really and the bomb's out on site. So it's really interesting to see why he went so quickly as they work around trying to get that bomb. Rincon in a really good position will pick up one. Kazia, where is he? He's sitting in that mid-AWP section to jungle. Snorlax is going to work around. He'll get fragged out by the composed Rincon right there in that connector. He'll push out and get Kazia. He actually did push out because there was a incendiary sitting on there, but courtesy of his teammate. He pushed out and actually pushed into a frag and picked it up. So, what's happened here, Judge? Like, half-time, 12-3.
Legion's turned it around.
12-3 to Aqueous, and then Legion Void have just picked up 5 consecutive rounds. 2 gun, 3 anti-eco. Very strong. What have Aqueous got to do?
You know what? I think Aqueous need to just get some frags. They just... Plain and simple, Snorlax needs to carry some more. I mean, Insomnia's just picked up a beautiful shot on Hunter in the mid. We just need Snorlax to get out there and get his frags, to push down places, because he's great at holding. I'd like to think that maybe he can push down corridors, boys.
I like to think so too, as the boys from Aqueous. Am I getting it?
That's the one. Yeah.
Aqueous.
We'll run with that.
Oh, jeez. You guys can shoot me later. They just actually held the midsection, which is interesting because not many... the boys from Legion Void didn't do this at all. They just worked the bomb sites. They're out in the connector. There's a Molotov, which was... Kazia was actually worked into, and he couldn't get out of it as he tried to frag. Compost will pick him up, but Snorlax is in sight with a bomb plant, and it's down, secured. The Rincon will go down to Red Bull through that the vent section, so leaving Lukier to try and hold off a rampant, well, I was going to say rampant, but they've actually lost every single round. So this is actually going to be good for Aqueous to secure at least a round for them and give them a little bit of momentum here, Judge.
That's right. I mean, Luke is obviously going to save his M4A4 Poseidon there. Beautiful skin. Unless the Aqueous boys can find him chilling in the apartments in time, he's going to look to save that, to save a little bit of their economy, and to help Legion in coming into the next rounds. I mean, they've finally dropped one now. They need to make sure that they break the momentum that Aqueous is now looking to set up to close out the game.
It's interesting. You can't really gauge... You want to say this is a close game, but it is, but it isn't. The way the teams the way the teams are working, it's really odd. It's really loose. They're having good rounds and they're having terrible rounds. You know, so it's really hard to pick who's going to come from here. You know, Legion Desire, Legion Void. If they pick up the next 2 rounds, game on. If they can't pick up any more rounds, that's it. Aqueous, pick it up, take it home. But you know, we kind of expect Legion Void to be a lot better than what they were start mid-game and early game, and they need to continue it here, Judge.
That's right. I mean, these next couple of rounds are crucial because they are going to determine not the whole match, but potentially a good, 95% certainty on the outcome. You know, if Aqueous, I keep going to call them Royale because that's how they're tagged for this game, but if Aqueous can pull this through, then, you know, the next couple of rounds, they're looking to close it out with ease. I mean, their T side hasn't been as strong as they perhaps might have liked, but they've got the potential to be able to close it out. They've got the economy at this stage to be able to do it. If they can disrupt Legion's economy again and force them into an eco and an anti-eco, maybe they'll turn things around. And they've started with Insomnia grabbing Fraspa there in window room, Rincon and Composed, waiting from CT side for the plant to go down. Shots out, Composed getting JD. Wolfie getting Hunter. Red Ball going down. Guys, this has been nuts on the site.
Yeah, what's really interesting was they worked into the site, and well, there you go. Well, it'll be rounded out by Insomnia taking out the Rincon. But what was really interesting was on my screen they had a two hold just behind the boxes into their bomb site. They let the terrorists walk him through the connector, walked him through Palace, gave him that bomb site, and to me that was probably disappointing play by Legion Void. They really needed to hold that correctly. Now we're going to see a quick entry into the bomb site. Here comes Snorlax, the sharpshooter for his team. He goes big with one. Well, I thought he had the two. Red Bull was still one of his frags. Hunter will frag him off at the bomb site box. He's coming around. He's trying to snap some fragging power. That is Red Bull. He'll pick him up, and I almost dropped out. I think I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm
so
back. With, I think it was a server lag. As the bomb goes down, Lukey rotating for his team. Fraspa coming. They've got to do this right, but they're not. Kazia, he'll pick up the frag through to smoke. I think he heard footsteps and he's just fragged it. And he's going to jump around. Here's Fraspa. Oh, fragging trying to go to the box. Fraspa will get the pistol, but he's low anyway. 21 HP. He'll get pushed out. Here's another round for the boys. T-side, Aqueous doing very well, and they've secured the draw status of match point. And do you know what? It's probably deserving in their point of view, because Legion Void, you know, they did come to play, but they really didn't perform very well in the early game, and they're suffering for it. You know, every good team has their comebacks, but it can only last for so long, Judge. I don't think they'll be able to pick up any more. I think this might be game over from here.
Look, I think you're right as well, Byza. We often say, both across Gamestah and Aussie Gaming TV, you get to 14 rounds, you get to 15 rounds with a bit of a round lead, you're probably 95% of the time going to close out that game. And as we see, Aqueous getting a couple of frags, but as well, Legion Desire taking out the Red Bull, Wolfie and Insomnia. I mean, Aqueous has still got Kazera, they've still got Snorlax and JD. Can they close this round out, Byza?
Oh, well, they've got a bomb down, so this is a really good opportunity for them. Fraspa on 10. Rincon sitting in the A bomb site. Where is the player Lukia? He needs to work around into vent. So here we are. We are set. The counter flashes come from the terror side. JD will work out, and there we go. They do round it out. Kazia picks it up. 16-8 at the end of it. Aqueous dominating Legion Void. Well, two losses in a row for the Sound Blaster X Pro Gaming Cup. That's not going to do them any favours of where they're positioning, and we're 2 weeks away from finals here, Judge. You know, they need to get a couple wins on board and get themselves into a good placing if they're actually going to have a chance.
That's right, and unfortunately, it's just not happening for Legion now. I mean, we could see Aqueous rise up through the ranks with the points from this win. I mean, Legion's just dropped. They've dropped points now from the match prior to Brimstone. They've dropped points now because of Aqueous. They're going to take quite a considerable hit. I mean, they've just taken a 30-point hit down, a 34-point hit down from Aqueous. They previously, in the prior match, took a 31.4 hit down. That's over 65 points in a night. I mean, that's quite a considerable hit. They're going to have to get 2 good wins now to catch back up, to get back up to their position of around 23rd, whereas Brimstone prior, they're now rising up. You've got Aqueous now rising up the ranks. Aqueous being the lower challenger for this week. They were sitting at 36th. They've now won against Legion, who were 23rd. Aqueous is going to be moving up, cracking the 20s now, hitting into probably around 25, 26. It's not looking good for Legion, though. Well,
the Aqueous is doing really well. They've actually had a lot of games as well, and they've got a 5-game winning streak. So don't count them out of how they're going with that. So it was a really strong play by them. Look, we need to nominate an MVP on tonight's performance, and look, Judge, I can't go past Snorlax. Like, just domination in the apartment section, one after another. The Legion Void just kept pushing him. They go, oh, we'll get him, we'll shut him down. We're sharpshooters. No, not at all. Snorlax absolutely dominating that. He's my favourite. What do you reckon?
Look, I'm going to agree with you there. Not only did Snorlax get play of the game, in my opinion, with his ace in the apartments, in that little corridor there, but he did it consistently. I mean, he didn't ace consistently, but he got 2 kills and set up for another 2. He got 4 kills and, Legion had a straggler somewhere else on the map. It's just the fact that he did his job. And realistically, I mean, the Pokemon pun wins my heart a little bit as well. And he acted just like Snorlax in the game, sitting there, blocking off the route. You're not going to get past him unless you got your Poke Flute.
Well, there you go. He's our MVP of the round. Aqueous beating Legion Void. What are we at? 16-8 in the favours. This has been Byza and Judge from Aussie Gaming TV and Gamestar TV. Thank you for joining us, and good night.